After unboxing the television, you're going to be met with the welcome screen. We're going to select English. Now, I see a lot of what looks to be edge bleeding, and it's pretty ugly. So we'll see if that kind of changes as we, I don't know, type in different settings, dial it in better. But so far, from a gray uniformity perspective, it's looking pretty bad. Okay, so select your country. We're going to select the United States. Then they're going to ask you the time zone, and we're going to select Eastern. Now, unfortunately, this is the part that I hate the absolute most with basically all TV manufacturers nowadays running Google, is that there's a forced terms of service. So I will kind of point your attention to paragraph 2, where they say this device may also receive and install updates and apps from Google, your device's manufacturer, or your operator. Some of these apps may offer optional in-app purchases. You can remove and adjust their permissions. But the big one here is that you may receive installs. You may receive updates. So again, whether it's from Google or the manufacturer, that's something that they also do. But more damningly, the final paragraph where it says Google also collects and temporarily stores the voice and audio history from your microphone use to improve the product experience, whatever that's supposed to mean. It's a very vague description, but what that is a legal disclaimer letting you know that all audio that you put on this device, whether you're talking into the remote or whatever, okay, when you start storing the audio, it's going to happen temporarily. And so, c'est la vie if you don't want an audio history record of what you're doing. And this is across the board, okay? This is on Sony TVs and any other TV that has a forced Google term of service. I don't like this. This crap needs to go. You should have the ability to say, you know what? No, I'll use it offline and go down to the bottom and hit skip. But they're assuming everything is online all the time, and as a result, now you're going to have to be forced into some bullshit. So, not a fan of this. This needs to go away. Now, they're going to ask my location. They can get bent because Google has enough information at this point. Will I help them improve Android? Absolutely not. We're going to move past that. I'm just going to select Android TV. We're going to hit Android TV like so. They're going to talk about, hi, smart powered, whatever. They're just saying it's powered by Android, okay? Google Play, Cast TV, all the features. But now there's a Hisense terms of service. You also similarly can't opt out of it. I don't like this kind of thing. So you have no choice if you want to continue to hit accept. Otherwise, box it up, bring it back to the store, and maybe buy something like LG that's more plug and play, particularly the C1, because that TV is pretty awesome. But again, it is not cheap, and you might have to save up a little bit if things are a little tight. But at the end of the day, it's something that you do need to know, that these companies are forcing you, even if you use your TV offline and online is not a factor, you must comply with these terms of service. I hate forced compliance, period. No matter what it is, I hate it. Don't force me into doing it. It should be my choice, especially when you're paying hundreds to thousands of dollars for TVs. This is a message only I have said in the AV community. Please, for the love of God, any of you other guys watching, get on this, because this is something that we collectively need to agree on. This needs to change. People need the choice to opt out of things if you are an offline user. It's not a hard concept that some people want to plug and play. I cannot tell you how many people will buy a TV like this at this price point for family members and friends, okay? It's not an outlandish concept to buy a TV for a mother or a father or something like that, okay? And to have this as a factor is kind of crappy. Maybe they comply already. Maybe they're on their fourth shot and they're cool with it. I am one of those people that have a big protest to this kind of thing. Let me choose what I want to do with my product. So no, I will not help you. And again, rants aside, that's something that needs to be said because nobody is talking about it. Now we're going to choose the store demo mode with video so that we can see what their store demo is. Now it's going to finish the Google setup and then we'll come back when the store demo starts, which fortunately was pretty immediate. So we can lower down the brightness here because that was pretty intense. Okay, I'm going to lower the volume so I don't get a copyright. I don't know what I could get a copyright over, but we live in confusing times, okay? So all my ranting aside about how I feel about the terms of service, and I'm not going to lie to you, I feel a type of way about it. I hate it. I will say now as I look at it, blacks look pretty damn good. Very good. Now this is coming up as a U6. So I don't understand in the slightest, okay, how they can market this as a U8 when it's now internally coming up as a U6. So are we to believe that this is simply just a U6G? What is the marketing on this? Because on the box, when you unbox it, it says it's a Hisense H8G1. Particularly, it says it's an H8. I know it's a 2021 model, bought it from Amazon. But then when you get to the internal store demo, it's showing U6. So am I to believe it's just a copy and paste U6G? Like what is the deal on this? I mean, that would make sense as to why the black levels are so good, because if you recall, the U6G had good black levels, and this has excellent black levels. They're ultra freaking inky. But now let's go ahead and open up the menu then, and let's do some investigating on our end, right? We're gonna then go into picture settings. We're in HDR. Let's check to see if we have motion settings, because we didn't have that before. And it doesn't look like we do. We have motion clearness, which is off, but no, we don't have any motion settings. So what this is actually ending up looking like is just a U6G, more or less, kind of rebranded for some unknown reason as something else. I don't know why they would do that. I don't even know what the purpose of that was. I mean, this is, for all intents and purposes, a U6G. So what in the actual hell, Hisense? This doesn't make sense, and it's going to cause mass confusion. You have it listed as an H8, and then it shows up as a U6 internally, and then as I'm using it, it's showing U6 behavior. Now, let's go even further. Let's try to find the About section, because now this I find incredibly odd. Okay, what do you say we go into, I don't know, it wouldn't be under device preferences, would it? I guess so. We're going to try to find About this device. So we probably go all the way to the bottom, way down, About this device. I want to see what model this comes up as. So we're either going to have to go under status or something else. Okay, so the model is just HiSmart. It doesn't really say it's HiSmart TV A4. So now it's like saying A4 model. I don't understand any of this. How these models are so vastly different across what you're saying it is. What is the official read on this right now? Because they're internally, usually with TVs, you have your device name, which I've already named Android TV. But when you get to model, then you get what the model is, whether it's the U8G, U9DG, U7G, whatever, or U6G. This is coming up as HiSmart TV A4, and I don't understand that. Now, maybe I'm just stupid and all Hisense TVs do this, but at the very least, when you get to the store demo, there's some verbiage on what it is. I mean, if you click product registration, it says it's an A66. I've got a model number here. Bro, let's go back. Go back. Oh, come on. Product registration. It says it's the model A66 FUA. So that's very different, Hisense, than H8G1. This is an entirely different TV, apparently. I don't even understand. I don't even begin to grasp how something like this happens. This is a very strange thing, and in the history of unboxing a television, I've never had anything like this happen, where the TV that's in the box is not the TV that you said it is. So we're gonna lower down our brightness because I see a lot of clipping, but I mean, you guys kind of get my point, right? Here I am, I'm unboxing it. You guys saw from start to finish, and it's basically, what is it? It's claiming to be 3 different models: H8, U6, what is it? A U6G basically, and A4 or whatever it is, an A66, whatever they call it, an A series. They need to pick one. I don't understand that at all. That's some strange crap. Now, again, the lack of motion features, again, kind of solidify this being a U6. Now, I've reached out to my Hisense contact, and I asked about this TV because I didn't know anything about it, and she said it's basically a U6 with like an H8 frame, and it's an Amazon exclusive. So I don't know how these kind of things work. This is very weird, but essentially this appears to be nothing more than a U6G, and in that case, we kind of already did that. Now, if you guys want to see more videos on this television, even after knowing that, please let me know. Frankly, I already did a review on the U6G. It was an excellent TV, but if this is really the same thing, we can just end all the videos right here, because why would I waste my time like this? I don't understand. It seems like a catfish, if I'm being very frank. I feel catfished with this model. And I will start officially calling this model the catfish model, because you can't just tell somebody, hey, it's an H8 on the box. Then they get to the actual product. It's not an H8. It's a U6 when you get to the store demo. And then it's not a U6. In fact, it's now an A-series television. And we'll go back down to the bottom as I'm sure we're drawing this out and being very dramatic for some people. But, really, has this ever happened to you on a TV? Hisense A4, and then you look at the serial number. Where was all that stuff? Okay, and then it comes up as a... Where was all that? Register. We've got to go into register again. Where is register? Product registration, and then it comes up as an A66 FUA. What the hell even is that? That I have no idea what that is. So yeah, as far as this particular model, I can't say that I would necessarily recommend or not recommend it, but I can definitely say that this is sketchy. This feels sketchy. This feels a lot like a Wish U6G. Like I bought a U6G off of Wish, and this is what I'm dealing with. So that's what this feels like. I at this point will not be recommending you get this model. If you wanted transparency as to what model it is, because I'm still in this video and I don't know what it is. Now again, black levels look good from what I can see. I don't see any major red flags there, but really, I don't know, picture quality looked fine, but there are no motion settings, just like the U6. So I'm inclined to obviously believe my Hisense contact that this is just a U6 wrapped in an H8 from last year's frame, and I think we can kind of call it like that. But again, let me know what you guys think down below, and then we'll make our decision from there. So thank you guys so much for watching the #1 brand in honesty, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later.